Yo, what is up, my family? All right, I'm Michael with Find Your Light, and today we're gonna hang out in the kitchen. We're gonna talk about kitchen stuff. We're gonna juice, and we're gonna talk about how to get healthy. And I'm gonna just run my mouth, and I'm gonna throw some light at you guys and some information, and we can all hang out, and we can be friends. Okay, so today was produce delivery day for me, and produce delivery day for me is kind of like, I guess, what the rest of the world feels like on Christmas, because I don't do the Christmas thing or the Easter thing or whatever people find, like, whoa, presents. I don't do any of that stuff, but like produce day for me equals Christmas in reference to the feeling I get. So I just want to show you guys the beautiful colors that produce brings to my kitchen, that when I walk in or I hang out in my kitchen, my eyes are seeing all sorts of different colors. So let's check out what the kitchen looks like after produce day. And this was like a 3/4 delivery produce day, but I just want to show you guys. So check this out. We got we have our apples, we got our lemons, we got a ton of lemons today. And then this is the glorious part. This is what our fridge looks like most of the time. See, we got our sprouts. Oh man, the most dense living nutritious food on the planet. We got tons of spinach and kale, and we got cucumbers, and look at these little Persian cucumbers that we got. Oh man. So we got all sorts of stuff over here, celery. So this is what our kitchen looks like most of the time, and today we're gonna get it on with the juicer. I'm gonna make some juice while I talk to you guys, make a simple recipe. We're gonna talk about some juicing basics. So hopefully you guys hang out with me. And all right, everybody, I'm with my juicer, and we're gonna juice, and we're gonna talk about juicing stuff, because there's a lot of people in my life that are like, yo man, I started juicing and I got all these questions, and a few close people in my life watch my videos. So the best way for me to reach everybody, instead of having a lot of conversations with a lot of different people, is I'm like, yo, watch my videos. So, okay, I want to talk on the juicing basics, because I get a lot of questions on some things from people, and I love that people are starting to juice, because juicing is a way to fix an issue in our life. But first, let's, and I hope you do this with me at home, let's call in the divine love and happiness and peace into this moment and conversation, because we're here with food, we're here with raw food, and I want this message to reach all of you internally. I want your heart to feel what I'm trying to express to all of you. And if you go down this path with me, and if you take some of my advice or some of the advice of some other people out there that preach the same message, you will find benefit in your life. I guarantee it. Because there's an equal sign. It's like these things equal this. And it's just what happens. Okay, so why do we juice? Because the soil in our country, specifically because of all the monoculturing farming, because of all the soil depletion and the runoff and the pesticides and the chemtrails and all this stuff, our soil is hurt bad. 1 cup of spinach right now is or 50 cups of spinach right now is what 1 cup of spinach used to equal 50 years ago. So we need to juice to make up for all these mineral deficiencies and phytonutrient deficiencies and enzyme deficiencies and all these trace mineral deficiencies that are in our soil. So we juice, because we take all this and we put it into a glass and then we drink it, and it's like we just got all this into our bodies, right? Some people are like, oh, yo, it's not human designed to juice. Well, of course it's not, because we weren't like put on this earth with a juicer, right? So we got to fulfill a need in our life with a human technology, because technology isn't bad, it's not good. It's a neutral thing like anything else in our life, so it's a double-edged sword. But we got to learn how to deal with this stuff, and we got to take something man-made to fix a man-made problem. Because this earth was created perfectly. It was created in the divine essence of who we truly are, of what we truly are, and we are all combined as one. But man fell away from that divine essence, the ego took over, and we are destroying the planet, we are destroying ourselves. So it's time to take control of our life back by taking control of what we put into our bodies, by what we put into our minds, and all that's some other stuff. I don't want to get into all that. I'm focusing on the juicing today. So, we juice to fix a man-made problem with a man-made piece of technology. In a perfect world, we wouldn't need to juice. We would eat like 1 cup of spinach and be good. But now we need 50 cups of spinach to equal what 1 cup of spinach used to be like. So juicing is necessary. Juicing is a fix to a problem. Not to mention, it's so yummy tummy to add into your life. So, juicing 101. Let me get a knife, because that would have been something I should have laid out already. I'll need a knife, and I'll need a peeler. Alright, I'm going to make a video on how to set up a raw food juicing kitchen. Okay? So, I want to make sure that all of y'all know kind of like how to lay out the vibe to make things nice for you. You know, who cares what your kitchen looks like? You know, oh, I entertain people all the time. I don't want like, you know, stuff sitting out. Put some oranges and bananas next to each other. It's like a piece of art. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make your life livable. You got to live in your environment. You got to love where you spend your time. Okay? So, and I'm going to quick to make sure that, alright, I wanted to make sure I was in the picture here. So, what do I got? Simple juice today. Kale and spinach, we got a lime and a lemon, we got some cucumber, celery, carrots, and some cilantro. So, I'm just going to talk, this isn't a juicing recipe video, I'm just going to talk about juicing and all sorts of stuff. So, now, when we go to juice, remember the things that we get are liquid, like our sustenance from the bases of our juice. The best things are cucumber and celery, and we do get a lot of juice from carrots as well. But carrots do have a lot of sugar. So depending on, you know, what's going on with you physically, depending on where you're at in the particular time when you start this journey, you know, just be careful. But you can never go wrong with the celery and cucumber, because tons of trace minerals, tons of just good alkalizing liquid that goes in the body. So then we add in the greens, and if you need to sweeten your juices up, you got your apples and you got your beet. You know, I make my green juices kind of anymore. I try to make them as bitter as possible and as green as possible, because that's what I'm going after. The little bad buggers in your body, they don't like the green juices, they don't like the bitter juices, the candida, the parasites, the bacteria, the funguses, the viruses, all this stuff that grows in our bodies, which is why we are sick as a culture, does not like the green juice. Can't feed on the green juice, right? When we eat dead food, when we eat all this cooked food, when we eat all this processed food, the little buggers in our body that make us sick, they love chowing down on that kind of stuff. It's like a buffet for them. You know, you eat a thing of chips. And there's a bunch of little buggers inside of you that are jumping for joy that you're cramming that stuff down your throat a bag at a time, because this stuff is so addicting and your mind finds it so good. Like for instance, I used to just house junk food. I mean, like, and I'm a jiu-jitsu brown belt. And I competed at a very high level. I was burning calories like I could eat whatever I wanted and still look like a Ken doll. And it's just the way that my body was set up at the time. But that doesn't mean that my body wasn't getting all that toxic stuff in it. And one day it just shut down. I don't care what you look like. You could have a six-pack and all this stuff, and then one day your body's like, the kidneys, the liver, the lymphatic system, it's all backed up. And then one day you're sick, you're fatigued, you're sleeping 20 hours out of the day. And, you look great. You look like, the world wants you to look or whatever, and then, you just fall apart. So this is how we clean out that sewage system in our body. So we got our cucumber. So back to the basics, always have cucumbers and celery on hand. You can never go wrong. Oh, I don't have anything else in the fridge. Throw a couple cucumbers, throw a couple celery. Right there is an amazing juice. Celery alone is filled with so much natural sodium and trace minerals and phytonutrients. Celery is an amazing, you definitely want organic celery. And what I'm doing right now is this is not an organic cucumber because it's just coming into summertime here and cucumbers are insanely priced. So we buy non-organic cucumbers and then we peel them, and we do the best in every circumstance that we can do. But celery is a non-negotiable subject. You want organic celery, you want organic spinach, and you want organic kale. All right? Because I'm sure, there's a little bit of bad stuff in this cucumber, but we're taking this, we peel this, and pretty soon we'll be able to buy organic cucumbers. You know what I mean? And for a while there, we weren't doing too many cucumbers. We were doing like mad celery because we get cases of it. So we got our bases, right? And then we add in the stuff that eliminates the heavy metals and the pesticides and all that stuff that clogs up our lymphatic system, that destroys our thyroid, that destroys our kidneys and our livers, and that is cilantro and parsley. Make sure that is organic, because you don't want to be getting a bunch of pesticide-filled herbs that are supposed to be detoxifying you, but they're actually adding toxins back into your body. So, just make sure that you're aware of, and now it's time, guys, it's time. Farmers markets are opening up. Farmers are starting to grow their crops out by the stands on the side of the road. Support your farmers. They are so important. Please, just because a farmer doesn't say it's organic because he can't afford the organic certification, but he says, hey, I don't spray my stuff, it's organic anyway. He'll invite you to his farm. He'll invite you to show you how he does stuff. I go to an organic CSA because I want to support that farm. We need more farms that help the land and help the earth and help people. Farmers are so important. I love them. We need to take care of them. Your money needs to go to the farmers when you can. And support the guys that aren't spraying their stuff. If you go to a farm and they have a field of like corn and they're doing the monoculture, that ain't it. But when you go to a farmer and he's got a flower bed that's half an acre big or an acre big, and he's got a bunch of different stuff growing, he's using the garlic because the garlic is an it wards off the bugs, and he's growing all sorts of different stuff next to each other, and he's using the shade of the cucumbers to grow the lettuce. 2 thumbs up. And then you say, hey dude, do you spray all this like crazy stuff on your, and he's like, no, I don't, because I eat this food. My grandchildren eat this food. You know, my kids eat this food, and I know what those pesticides do. And then you say, cool man, I'm gonna support you because we're homies and you're doing something good. So my money's gonna go to you. That's how we gotta look. Because turning into a natural lifestyle and holistic lifestyle isn't about just getting healthy. It's about a change in vibration. It's about how we view the world. It's about taking control of your life and saying, what am I putting in my body? Where is my money going? What am I looking at? What am I hearing? What am I doing? Becoming aware of every aspect of your life. It is not easy and it's not always fun. But fun and easy, that has nothing to do with peace and happiness. That has nothing to do with peace and happiness. This is Babylon. This is 2019 in the United States of America, where free choice, let's just say, humans were given free choice to do whatever we want. You can go to the grocery store and destroy your body, or you can make it healthy, or you can choose a job that is good for you, or you can choose a job that is horrible for you for extra money or whatever. The key is waking up to these situations as soon as possible. You don't want to be 45 years old, sick, depressed, anxious, not sleeping, you're sick, you're getting thrown on all these medications, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to make all these changes in my life to get healthy. Well, yeah, when you're 45 years old, right, and then you decide to change, it's like, I got 25 years of changes to change. And I really want to get through to like the 17-year-olds, the 18-year-olds, the kids in their younger 20s. Because if you wake up now and you understand that life is about what makes you happy and what you find peace in and what you really need, you will be healthy. You will not have to go through what people like me went through because you were waking up in a different time. There is a dimensional shift happening on this planet. You have to understand that. There is a change happening. And the new kids that are coming, we need to reach out to them and we need to help them change now, and we need to be examples to them how to eat, how to live, and what is good and what is not. Well, I don't like the good or bad word. What is of nature and natural design. So it's very, very important. Very, very important that we make these changes in our life as soon as possible and stop, I'll do that next time, and I'll do that next time, or I'll do it in a week, or like, oh, I can't do that because it's hard, or I work and juicing's too much work, or, bringing a water bottle along with me is so much effort, or, stop drinking coffee, but my coffee, I love my coffee every morning. Oh, okay, well, you're not sleeping, your adrenals are shot, your liver has to process coffee every day, and you don't have a bowel movement unless you drink coffee. Okay, do we want to keep living like this, or do we want to make the changes? When you make the change, it's a change from inside, and then that gives you the motivation to change. Let's do it. Let's do it together. I'm making these videos, and I recently came across some new motivation within myself to make a lot more videos. My channel's like really small. I don't have that many videos on there because sometimes I don't feel like speaking. But I have a lot to say to people because I've gone down a long, hard, dark road, and I came out the other side smiling. And if I can save some of you a decision here or there, or what to do when you're in this particular situation, because I found some guys on YouTube that helped me a lot, man, that saved me a lot of time and effort searching out there in the world. You just go to YouTube, you know, your heart kind of guides you. You're like, man, I vibe with this guy. I really know what he's saying. It just makes sense. And then you go and do it and your life gets better and you're like, oh man, I'm so thankful for that guy. You know, like I want to do that for people because I have my own perspective. You know, it's all about raising the vibration. We're all one together. So let's get on the boat and rock it, make some waves, crash the system. You know, we're system busters. So I'm going to juice. So I'm going to talk about this particular juicer. All right. I would really suggest out of all the juicers, whoa, man down. Okay, well, I didn't put this juicer on right. So I'm going to make sure that this is in the picture too. Okay, it is. I'm not used to how wide my camera is. So, okay, I would really recommend this juicer, the Omega 900, the Omega 800. It's the same thing. It's a little cheaper. I like the chrome finish because I can see myself in it. Cleans easy. I don't know. Get the 800. Save yourself the $50. So, I really recommend this juicer, and I've tried the Green Star, which is like the top-notch juicer, but like when it comes down to like time and cleaning, this is like the next best thing. But the Green Star makes an amazing juice. I'll give it that. It's just really a pain to clean. So they make a vertical one of these. I wasn't a fan of it. I'm not a fan of any other juicer. I'm just not. I did a 75-day juice fast. Nikki did a 112-day juice fast. We made 2 gallons a piece per day on this Omega 900. I know this thing like the back of my hand. I'm telling you, this is the juicer you want to get. All right? It makes nut butters. It makes ice cream or, you know, banana cream. Makes all sorts of stuff. This is the juicer you want to get. $300-ish is what it runs. And I really gotta call this company because I've had like probably 10 people buy this juicer because of me. And I'm like, yo, man, even like kick a homie $20 or something per juicer, you know? I just spread the knowledge because I want the world to get better. I mean, it's not always about the money, but hey, we do gotta eat. So where was I? I was talking about juicers. So this juicer is a slow juicer. Very slow, as you can see. You know, we're grinding up this stuff. The centrifugal juicers that, you know, you push down like this and the blade's spinning really fast. The reason that we want to try to avoid those juicers, they're great, they do make juice and they're quick, is because so much air gets in your juice and much more heat. And we want to avoid the heat, we want to avoid the air, the oxygen getting into your juice because it starts to break the juice down. And when you gotta store juice in your fridge for like, you know, you're going to work, so you want to take like a quart or 2 with you, you really want to make sure that you have one of these juicers because the juice will store way better, like way better. Like the centrifugal juicers, you really can't store the juice. It starts to break down and it starts to separate in the fridge. So anyway, so now I'm gonna get away from talking about the juicers, and I want to talk more about life. All right, so juicing is the reason I talk about juicing so much is because when you juice, you are taking time out of your life to create your own medicine. All right, you are creating your own multivitamin. You know, you go to the store. The supplement industry is a $1 billion industry with a B. And I think the laxative industry is a $1 billion industry with a B in just itself. And most of the supplements out there are not digestible by the body. They are not bioavailable. Your body has no idea what to do with them. All right, guys, my camera just shut off. So what I was saying was how the industry of these multivitamins, most of the stuff on the market, your body has no idea what to do with. So you're creating your own multivitamin here, okay? You are creating your own multivitamin. Take the time out of your life. This is showing yourself love. This will create the vibration of love inside yourself because this is living food and it's filled with biophotons, which I'm going to create a whole video on just that. And this will enhance your life. Just look it up more than you know what I'm throwing at you guys. All right, I'm going to stop this because this video is getting a little long-winded here. I didn't realize how long it's going. But you know, guys, if this is too much to hear all at once, you know, maybe just pause it and come back to it later, right? I normally don't like to make my videos longer than 20 minutes, but just flew by today. You know what I mean? So I got a little bit more juice to make, but so I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to send you guys off the right way. All right. Glorious green juice. I'm very thankful for this. I'm so thankful. I am so thankful that I've gotten to the place in my life where this tastes delicious and I'd rather have this than something that would hurt my body. I'm very grateful that I have the ability in my life to have a fridge like I showed you. And the vibration within this is filled with just so many good things for my body, and I'm so grateful to have this juicer, and I'm grateful for this camera, and I'm grateful to be able to speak to you. And I live my life in that grace to the best of my ability, and I intend to guide whoever wants to listen to find that grace that is out there just right in your grasp, and realize that we do not need so much out there in the world. All we need is to bring healing to ourselves, and everything else will fall into place for you. So, my family, I encourage you to go out and find your light, because it's there. It's in a different spot for everyone, because in the journey to finding your light, you're going to evolve, because we all have to go through different lessons. But when you find your light, your world will light up, and then you keep going deeper and deeper, and the light keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I encourage you to make the first step, make that transition out of over here, out of the dark, into the light. Be well, my friends. Be well.